All right, guys, welcome back. Chief Kirk, Criminology. I want to talk to you today about a problem a lot of people have. Maybe you have this problem as well. It happens when you're doing straight stab defense, when you're going for the pistol and the handgun, typically around a handgun to the front and slightly different angles. What shoulder are you activating as you're making your defense, right? So today, I want to talk to you about how to activate the proper shoulder and the benefits of activating the shoulder in your training and in your technique and in your performance. All right, so I brought James and we're going to talk about activating shoulder. The first sort of instance of where we're going to look at this is handgun in the front. This is a common threat or attack, something we do a lot in Krav Maga. I think this is going to make your defense a lot better. So here's what's happening. I'm in front with James. James points the gun at me. I'm flying, my hand's flying up. We're not going to go through all this. My hand's flying up to the gun. What shoulder am I activating? I need to get forward. So if I make the shoulder on the left side, because the left hand's doing the defense, if I make that hand activate and that shoulder activate, it gets me forward. I'm wanting to fall back in and make this counter and take the gun, okay? So the biggest mistake people make in their platforms when they do this kind of defense, is, as we're doing it again, I'm making this motion here, right now. If I activate my right shoulder, which is the opposite of the hand that's making the defense, it looks like this. So I've made this attempt to get out of the line of fire, which is a good idea. But I've taken my weight back and left, and then I've delayed my entry to the point that I will not get in. So you can see the difference. My hand flies up, I activate my right shoulder, which is incorrect. I do this, and I try to then right myself and come back and make the defense. Absolutely incorrect. If my left hand's making the defense, go ahead, my left shoulder's activating. It looks like this. I'm already in. My weight's forward, I'm just gonna drop in and make this punch, go in and break the gun off. All right, so one more example of this concept of activating shoulder. James brought in the long gun. It's long gun from the front. I'm gonna talk you through this, but you're gonna see the issue associated with the activating shoulder is probably the most important issue in physical cue in getting you inside when you're addressing the danger. Here's what it looks like. James has the gun up, my hand flies up inside my body. I'm not gonna do a lot of instruction right now, but as I make this motion, notice that my activating shoulder is the left shoulder because the left hand's making the defense. Notice I'm already sort of getting in. At this point, this hand comes forward and I'm in this position, ready to make the defense. That is diametrically opposed to what happens when you activate the right shoulder or the incorrect shoulder. So just to be clear, if my left hand is reaching out to make the addressing of the danger, my left shoulder goes. If it's my right hand, my right shoulder goes. So if I did something where I activated my right shoulder with my left hand, which is the opposite, it would look like this. I would feel like I was doing a good job because I got way away from the muzzle and I cleared the line of fire. The problem is this space here, right here, is insufficient to allow me to cover that space plus the rest of the space I need to cover to get in on this gun. What typically happens here is I make this approach, I use the wrong shoulder, and because of this space, the gun can roll around and come back into me. If I do this correctly, I use the left hand and left shoulder, when I make this motion, I'm already forward, so my next motion will stop all that movement. I don't want that, I'm gonna put a wall up, but you can see this is the way to check. If the left hand makes the defense, the left shoulder activates forward, and the right shoulder simply passively tucks in behind. If the right hand makes the defense, the right shoulder is activated, the left shoulder passively tucks in behind. If you will do this, your defense will be much better. I think it'll be powerful for straight stab, handgun from the front, long gun from the front, and any other defense where you're making an activation quickly and making a body defense at the same time. All right, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Drop down to the bottom, there's a box. If you have a question or comment, send it to us. Don't forget to subscribe, and as always, walk in peace.